She waltzed into my office like she owned the place. Didn't have to say a word. I saw her voice.
She was stacked.
She walked through the door.
Like the Lay's stackers. You remember when Lay's was trying to compete with Pringles? She looked like a Pringles can. I wanted to put my hand inside there and for it to get stuck. It's just like a Pringles can.
Thick, rough, like Gorgonzola picante slaps.
So much fucking cheese.
Monsieur Jacques.
Oh, and she's French.
Bonjour.
No, that's down the hall.
Bonjour.
Oh.
What you need is a big one.
I need a big one?
Mr. Pepper is the big one.
I'm gonna need you to get a big one. A real big one right
It's
now.
about
What?
my friend.
You're gonna need a big one. A big what? A big pizza? Oh. Betty got
I
booped.
told you it was big.
Betty got booped? Betty got booped.
Biggest.
Betty got booped, but Betty got booped isn't in public domain for a while.
Mr.
Betty ain't get booped for a long
Start
time.
Snooping around the film
What do you mean
studios
Betty got
on Tinsel
booped?
Avenue.
We don't Betty the Boop until, what is it, next year? I thought it was next year was Betty the
And
Boop.
trust me,
Then we get the Betty the Boop horror movie. This woman, she came to my house, boy, and she booped me.
Ms. Mc-
I'm just waiting for this guy to Michigan J Frog me. I don't understand why didn't she just manhandle slam her attacker? You know, that's the thing. It's like, why don't we teach women more about wrestling maneuvers in self-defense classes? If somebody's coming after you with a big knife, just get them in a DDT and knock them away. I don't understand. If I was being attacked, I would just John Cena the attitude adjustment. I would just pick them up and throw them. Why don't more women just pick up and throw guys around? That's what I'm saying. If it happened more, it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, who needs a pepper spray when you have the DDT? What do you call a lady pie? I don't know. I'm not putting my finger in that one. Could Shelby take you in a fight? Probably. I'm not going to fight back.
Tinsel Avenue.
Could your wife beat you up, Brendan? Brendan, when will your wife beat you up on stream? I'm waiting for her to beat you up. Brendan, this is cool and all, but your wife isn't beating you up right now, and that's kind of lame. When are we going to get the wife beats you up? Brendan, how would Shelby kill you, but in TF2? I don't know, probably with a big fire of sorts? Some kind of big fire, I don't know. I mean, if you were strangers and intent on killing each other, like if it were her Negaverse doppelganger with a goatee, I don't have any answers for you. I haven't thought about what if there was an evil version of your wife and what if she eviled at you? Like Mr. and Mrs. Smith? I don't know. I haven't thought about that. Talk to somebody who's thought about, I don't know, killing their wife. In the Star Trek Mirror Universe, Brendan have hair. Probably like a full head of it. He'd probably be able to afford to go to Turkey. They take him to Turkey. I know it annoys you when you talk of fast food, but thoughts on IHop having it doesn't annoy me. It's like one of the only things chat asks me about for some reason. Pulled pork omelet. I can't be the only one who thinks BBQ sauce and eggs is weird. It's a limited time item. It'll be pulled pork and egg. It's pork and eggs. Have you had bacon? It's just bacon. You look like a food guy. You calling me fat? I'm not. I don't care about food. I eat whatever is put in front of me. I have dislikes. I have likes, but yeah, it's gonna be barbecue sauce on eggs with pulled pork. I don't know. It'd be fine. I can taste it in my mouth. I've had both of them. If you've had pulled pork and you've had eggs, just imagine you're eating that. Like, I genuinely don't know. Meat's back on the menu, and it's pulled pork and egg. I don't think I have any thoughts on whether or not that's good. It'd probably be fine. It's also a limited time item, so it's like, how's it going to affect your day-to-day? Like, how's it going to affect your day-to-day? How's it going to bother you? What does this mean for IHop puts or IHop buys? What's the... Should I be buying or should I be selling? Where are we at on IHop? What's the stock at right now? I saw the, what is it, that shoe company? Allbirds or whatever. Said, we're going into AI, and their stock jumped up randomly for no reason for, what is it, 800%, and then fell immediately after. Like, it is kind of crazy that maybe the stock market is the funniest it's ever been, where it's just, your 401k doesn't matter, man. A shoe company says, we're doing AI, up 700%, and then immediately down. They're not even doing pump and dump on crypto anymore. They're doing pump and dump on every company now. It's insane. Well, it's always been rug pulls, but like now they're not even trying to hide that it's all rug pulls, you know?
Like a movie.
If you see a company announce that it's going into AI, you should divest from that company. On account of the fact that, like, they're going to pump it and dump it. 2021 was funny. 2021 was funnier when everybody figured out that they could manipulate the market. And it was mostly because if you talk to a bunch of nerds and you got all of those nerds to manipulate the market together, there was nothing you could do about it. But now we're at the, oh, well, yeah, all you got to do is announce something and then they just give you money. What? Yeah, you just, it doesn't even matter. Like, you don't even have the shoe company announced AI. It don't even matter if they announce anything anymore. It just has to say, we're pivoting to poop. We're pivoting to poop. We're pivoting to shit. Really pivoting to shit, huh? Put me down for 50,000 shares. The GameStop thing was peak, just revealing how fake the stock market was. Well, it's like Wall Street investors in general. A lot of it is really, they use a lot of overly complicated language to make it seem more intelligent than it actually is. And it's kind of similar to, there's a lot of things they do in politics that way, where there's a lot of things that are a lot more simple than they actually are. But if it sounds complicated, then people won't want to invest in it, you know? Dividends, portfolios, your puts, your holds, your diamond hands. I mean, yeah, Corpo speak exists for a reason. Corpo speak exists only to obfuscate. It is a smoke screen. All you got to do is get out of Thesaurus and just start learning, I guess. Wish I didn't have to parse that shit on the daily. Vis-a-vis, can you circle back on this vis-a-vis Friday? We're going to be looking at corporate synergies to see how we can adjust our work portfolio to diversify it. That means, hey, can you look at these numbers and tell me if we should, like, I don't know, look into this? Now, the merger, we can't frame the merger as decidedly evil. We have to frame the merger as positive. It'll synergize our workflow, optimize our algorithms. Why do you pronounce obfuscate weird? To obfuscate it? You fell for it by devious tricks? Why do I pronounce things weird? Like somebody who read words but never had to use them? But the chart says, do the numbers go up or do the numbers go down? The numbers go down. We're going to have to tighten our belt this quarter. What does that mean? We're firing everybody. Don't worry about the chart. Don't look at the chart. Look at me. Big business. Circle back later with me. We have a business meeting at 4. Do you have the PowerPoint done yet? Brendan, this isn't Rat World. It's Mouse World. Rat World, Mouse World, whatever, dude. They get the cheese. Yeah, keep on fucking drawing. Yeah, keep on fucking drawing. They need those frames by Friday. I should be allowed to put them out of their misery. Come on now. Look at how much fucking work they gotta do. They gotta draw the big yowl.
Oh, the stance, the grit. You ought to swing by sometime.
Ma'am, I'm a sucker for a dame smoking a long cigarette. To me, ain't nothing hotter than a dame smoking a long cigarette. If I saw a woman and she was smoking a small cigarette, no interest. A long cigarette, now we're talking. Thoughts on this game? I watched the Honey Don't last night, so I missed past the crash. I think it's pretty good. I think once they got the hotfix out that stopped the weird crashes, I think it's pretty good. I haven't beaten it yet, and I will say the references sometimes are a little, I don't know, millennial core. There was a ticket seller. You can't handle my strongest tickets.
Hey, you there.
But I think overall, I think it's good.
Ring any bells?
Yeah.
I think it's a solid zoomer shooter.
Was that gunfire just
with a good aesthetic?
like right outside?
Decent enough story so far.
They're just
Very
showing a crime
cheesy.
picture. Now about Betty. Where do I start looking?
And I gotta respect it for being as cheesy as it is. Did you get your worm, early streamer? No, I couldn't find it. I was out there pecking and pawing at the dirt all morning. No worm to be found. Not even able to eat a single worm. No worm dinner for this guy. Lack of worm for me. Pop, pop, pop. Oh, I'm dead, bozo. They blew me up. It's fine. It happens. But is it the rat game would be entertaining enough to play on a flight? I've got a trip coming up next week. Would like your insight. I mean, if you like boom boom shoots, the guns are fine. The shooting is fine. The narrative so far is pretty goog. Practical in a cartoon world? Well, I'm talking about from like the gameplay perspective, not in like a actual practical. It is a cartoon world. I really wish there was footage of Dana Carvey doing the 9/11 moment of silence in costume. I tricked a friend the other night, and I was working really well up until I was waxing a philosophical tale to them about Dana Carvey while we were watching Master of Disguise. And for a brief moment, I believe that I tricked them into thinking that Dana Carvey was on the plane that hit the Pentagon. And so for just a shining moment in time, I'd gotten him pretty good. The Diet Mug Root Beer Dana Carvey Show. And on a very sad episode of Home Alone, Tim Allen's son is going to die of deadly disease. Dad, do I have AIDS? And later on the Dana Carvey Diet Mug Root Beer Hour, Dana Carvey, one of those guys where I don't think he could ever really hold his own.
I hate crime stories.
But they really did try for a little bit. And I do think that the Dana Carvey Show had good bits. It probably could have lasted for a little while. They could have had like a chance with it, maybe. Dana Carvey could really contribute to a project, but I don't think he had the sauce for his own projects. I don't know. Master of Disguise is probably a perfect movie. You know, aside from all the racism, but like, plus like Dana Carvey was I don't know, he was an impressionist. So like him doing impressions and then trying to have that carry a movie. I think he worked as a secondary character in Wayne's World because, well, he wasn't just doing impressions. And they really, really wanted Dana Carvey to do impressions if he was doing his own movie. And I don't know why. And so Master of Disguise will always be an incredibly weird, a very odd movie at a very odd time. I thought comedy was legal again. Well, yeah, but this is 2001. You gotta remember when the towers fell, no comedy. Did any of the impressions include black shoe polish? Okay, so he does do brown face in Master of Disguise. And it's not a good bit, and it is the worst bit, but he does only do it once. Go get the cheese buttercup. Well, technically twice if you include the post-credit scene, yes. Or the credit scene, yes. He was in the Turtle Club outfit when he found out about 9/11. He did a moment of silence in that costume and was so mad nobody filmed it. It is crazy that at first he denied it. It's like that didn't happen.
Let's just focus.
And then he went on a podcast and then confirmed it. And I'm thinking there's a little bit of myth making. I don't think he did wear the turtle costume during a 9/11 moment. You know why?
You know how they are.
Would have been on the DVD.
This the rising starlet.
I hear her trailer's gone.
I think it would have been on the DVD.
They packed up his stuff, shoved it into one of the generic dressing
I don't think he did it. I think that the internet started that myth and he denied it because it didn't happen. And then he accepted it because it's myth making. He basically said it took hours to get in and out of costume, so he didn't want to get out of it to continue filming after. Yes, but this is only after denying it and then going on a podcast to confirm it. That's why I don't believe it, because that sounds like myth making to me. I think it's a social credit thing. I don't believe in it. If he had been like, oh no, yeah, that happened, I would have been like, oh shit, that's real. But him denying it and being like that didn't happen. I don't know what people are talking about. Then, like I said, going on a podcast to confirm it. I think that Dana Carvey was on that plane. He could have been on that plane the whole time. We wouldn't know. Dana Carvey, this guy, he was doing an impression of one of the steel beams, yes. He was in that tower. Dana Carvey was that tower. If only Mark was on a plane? Yeah, I know. The LA gangs got him, though. Oh, no. Different Mark. Got it. I think he wore blackface that day. Was that the day he did the Indian Prince Snake Charmer bit? Go get the cheese, Buttercup. Go get the cheese. Markiplier would have been like 10. Oh, wow. So I get the Brendan, you caused 9/11, but Markiplier couldn't have caused. Okay. I was in 3rd grade. He would have been in 4th grade. And Chad has told me multiple times, Brendan, you did 9/11. You did this. But oh no, Markiplier comes out and you got to defend him. No. Markiplier could never cause 9/11. He could never be behind it. Brendan could, but not Markiplier. I see how it is. No. I get it. But we already know you did the bombing of the British Parliament on November 5th. Remember the 5th of November. Voila, in view a humble vaudevillian veteran cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the Vox Populi, now vacant, vanquished. Fuck you. Suck my ass. I'm the one who put poison in the Thames. I did that. You're welcome, Britain.
Not.
We sure Brendan didn't cause the closure of Spooky Island? Is that from Scooby-Doo? In the land of 1 million drums, there is always something going on. Are you sure liking the wife was part of the contract? You guys calling me a wife guy is going to apparate divorce, I swear to God. It's like, you guys got to stop apparating divorce. I feel like you're putting your hands together. You're putting the energy out there, and I don't need that. We just want a Shelby stream. You're not going to get a Shelby stream. You're not gonna be able to apparate a Shelby stream. You're just gonna get a series of sad Brendan streams as I fall down into decay or whatever. I don't know. In order to be a wife guy, he'd have to be a creep in secret. He doesn't give me creep vibes. I'm too stressed out to be a creep. I don't make enough money. Now, if I made $1 billion a year, I don't know. Might be enough to get me freaky, but like, I don't make enough money. Can't be a creep. You'd have to be like a position of power thing. And I don't got the bones for that. Yeah, I've also only ever heard wife guy as insult. That's why anytime my chat calls me a wife guy, I'm like, stop. I just like my wife.
Well, this must be the place.
I'm sorry. I don't think that's a weird... I just like my wife. I don't make her an entire facet of my personality. I feel like wife guy was a compliment until the Try Guy fiasco. Wife guy was a compliment until Nasty Ned. Damn it, fuck penis. The most pathetic man on the internet. Oh yeah, Ned from the Try Guys. Dude cheated on his wife, was a wife guy.
Now that's...
And then he popped up in AEW in a dark match for some reason. I still think that's one of the weirdest things is that the Try Guy who cheated on his wife tried to get into wrestling. Like, I know divorced wife guy is such a... I know that divorced wife guy is such a carny bit, I guess, to get into wrestling after. Like, maybe it makes sense to get into wrestling because of how carny it is. But man... He what? Oh, yeah. He has a new podcast called Rock Bottom. Well, yeah, he's trying to do the, sorry that I cheated on my wife. I still have a lot of really interesting things to say. Please let me have internet career back. Guys, I'm sorry I cheated on my wife. I have a lot of things to say. It's like, dude, you are not charismatic enough to get away with cheating on your wife and still have a career. I'm sorry. Like, I don't like it if somebody's a cheater. Right? But I think that there are a lot of guys who are charismatic enough to get away with it. And I'm not saying that's a good thing. You know, I'm not saying that it is a good thing that they're charismatic enough to get away with it. But there are guys who are charismatic enough to be able to get away with cheating on their wives. And the Nasty Ned was not charismatic enough to get away with cheating on his wife. Yeah, I mean, when your entire personality is built around how much you love your wife, that is a wife guy. Probably just shouldn't cheat on your partner. Like, it's
that tensile stench.
Crazy thing to say.
For a quick word with Vivian.
Extra, read all about it. Man poops in house.
About that.
Only to watch. See, that's the problem is I'm like, ooh, but don't give him more fame or whatever. But also, like, I'm kind of curious about getting, like, 8 of the most divorced guys alive on the planet and putting them in a room together. Get my dad on there now. I'm not falling for this trick, Chulum, but you want me to get your dad on the Divorced Guys podcast just
Monsieur Pepe, have you found out
so that you can find him. It's wild the Peanut Butter Gamer turned out to be the only seemingly normal member of Normal Boots. I remember back in the day, I used to have a friend who turned out to be a piece of shit. Who like knew that circle of people. And I will say that the only thing I ever heard about Peanut Butter Gamer from like the pipeline of like internet rumor, smokes a lot of weed or smoked a lot of weed. That's it.
She was getting rather close with that.
All I ever heard about him is that he smoked a lot of weed. Oh, like James Somerton posted plagiarized hole on Twitter and then tried to become a wedding photographer using a portfolio full of plagiarized photos. Didn't Somerton like try to fake his own death
How do you plan to get close to soy?
Can't have my dad on a podcast. He was never divorced. My mom and dad were never married. So this is why I'm like, yeah, you could probably find like dirt on me, but the dirt on me is going to be me probably posting about liking big women. So like that's the new Ned's ex-wife asking him on the Dude's podcast, do you think you're interesting enough for this? Was brutal and hilarious. I mean, I get trying to like kind of own it, but at that point you're just going to have to try to pivot, man. You're going to have to go do something else. I know kids aren't into cards right now, but you'd be making some absolute behemoths with your wife. See, if Shelby and I had a kid, I know they'd be like 7 foot tall. I know that. I know they'd be 7 foot tall. Thank you, MF Meow, for the Prime sub. Big Cheese will be hearing about this. Good, tell them. I'm gonna rip them apart. I'm gonna fucking kill them. The only problem with that is you could run into a situation like Honey, I Blew Up the Baby, where the baby gets really big and they throw helicopters at him. That's my worry, is we have a kaiju child, and then I have to release them into the world. My 12-foot tall son.
Right? Sounds like you got
Really good at ball, though. Built for ball.
Connect them elsewhere.
Connect your dots.
Around the wrong mouse hole.
Mouse hole?
Makes me wonder.
Okay, so we gotta find out more about Betty. Oh, Blue Betty, bam-ba-lam. Whoa, Blue Betty, bam-ba-lam. Blue Betty got a car, bam-ba-lam. That thing is blue, bam-ba-lam. She drives blue car, bam-ba-lam. She loves blue car, bam-ba-lam. Got it. Alrighty. Resolve that lead.
Now, just need a mooring point.
I gotta go to the docks, and I gotta go to the opera ruins. And I gotta find a sufficiently hot and ashy spot for a burger. Find the mouse hole. Sniff out the cheese. Understood. They want me looking for mouse hole. I get it. I hate meat that's well done. Dude, I'm the same. I love a medium rare. Ooh, I love a rare burger. Oh, fuck. Rare burger? What about a legendary burger? Brendan, where's the gamer burgers at?
Let's act like we weren't raised by shrews. Now, if you'll
Racism!
middle of
Mouse racism!
same as every starlet and wannabe socialite looking for a headline. But trust me, no
Our racist mouse party is the best racist mouse party. Hear about the cigar ash BBQ sauce? The fucking what? What are dudes doing now, dude? What are dudes doing? What the fuck do you mean cigar ash BBQ sauce? What are dudes up to? What the fuck? You gotta be a real man. You gotta eat steak with barbecue sauce made from the ashes of the damned. Cedar? Oak? Too girly. You gotta be eating cigars. That shit's gotta suck. See, that shit sounds like some manly men type shit. This is such a fucking swamp guy thing. I can already feel it.
That's what I said. Cigar ash barbecue sauce. And if you've never had it before, you definitely got to check this out.
You need to ruin 2 bottles of barbecue sauce.
Now.
And then you got to put whiskey in there too, because manly men.
Just a bit. And
look at all those carcinogens.
The cigar.
They don't even make the BBQ sauce from scratch. They just use their own from a bottle.
It'll thicken.
Ah, good old fashioned. This reminds me of Mama. When Mama made a cigarette pie, oh, you know what? Check the upload date. Is it April Fool's? January 30th. January 30th, 2024. Now, wait a minute here. I want to check out the the Pit Boy panel. I want to see their whole channel real quick. There's got to be something more fucked up here. Now I'm just really hungry. Now I just want some fucking good old BBQ smash burgers. I'm sorry, the fucking what? I'm going to have to fucking...
From our Joseph Q chapter is cooking up some frog chicken and swamp sauce. You got it.
They're cooking up some frog chicken with swamp sauce. The fucking what? I guess it's chicken. Some frog chicken with swamp sauce. What is swamp sauce? It's just green. They're just putting a bunch of green. It's just green and mayonnaise. It's just green and mayonnaise. It's just green and mayonnaise. White people only know one thing. Put thing on the grill, green and mayonnaise. I'm going to show this, but I'm giving you a warning. This makes me want to throw up. What did you do to that pulled pork, man? Why did you put coleslaw on it? What did you ruined it. You fucking ruined it. You fucking killed it. They put slaw on the pork! Coleslaw on BBQ is common. It's fucking wrong. Raw slaw on the pork? Fuck off. Way too wet. Absolutely not. Raw slaw, it's a thing. It's a wrong fucking thing. Brendan Janke is showing. Yeah, you want dog shit food? You want to ruin the fucking pork? You want to slork the pork? I like it when I slork the pork. Fuck off. Green slaw is wrong and they slork the pork. You don't fucking do it. They don't mix. It makes the... Here's the thing about slaw on the pork. It makes the pork worse. You're worsening the pork. Nah, man, claw and pulled pork sandwiches are good to go. Clork? Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. Slaw and pork sandwiches are not fucking goated. You're ruining the pork. I'm a pulled pork purist. I'm more southern than you. I'm just going to say it. I'm more southern than you. I'm more southern than you from Iowa. I'm more southern than you. Don't put shit on the meat. You're fucking up the meat by putting shit on the meat. What does an Iowa Mungo know about BBQ? I've been to a pit shack in the middle of the night. I've eaten 3 a.m. BBQ out of a pit shack. You are fucking up the pork. By putting slaw on it. You're fucking it up. You're just making them both worse. I don't think you're going to win this one, man. I don't think the slaw improves the pork at all. I think it worsens the pork. I think you're talking about ruining the pork. You're ruining the pork. You're making the pork worse. I don't know if you know this, but Mungo is a slur for people with Down syndrome. They're quoting Fallout 3, but now that I know it's an active slur, oh no. That's from Fallout 3. The kids call you Mungo. Because they're, well, yeah, that could be a slur. I've never heard it used in slur context. I've only heard it from Fallout 3. Wait, can I not call you that anymore? I don't know. When I Google Mungo, there's no reference. Yeah, check the slur database. I don't know, get the slur clops in here. Check the slur database. Mongo, not Mungo. Mongo is a shortening of Mongoloid. Which, technically, isn't really a slur in America because that's also the name of a famous football player. So people don't use Mongo shortened for Mongoloid. LMAO, I didn't know that. Yeah. Here comes Mungo! As an internet personality who has accidentally said slurs before, let me tell you, comedy is legal again. I'm going to say that, no. As an internet slursenality, oh yeah, Mongo is also the dinosaur from Dungeon Crawler Carl. This is true. Thank you, Elon, for making comedy legal again. Without Elon, we wouldn't have the burnt peanut where he is today, so thank you, Elon. Personally, I blame Elon for the burnt peanut. Thank you, Elon. Curdsville. I think Curdsville sucks. I beat Chulam to it. Welcome to Curdsville. More like Turdsville, the way that it's blowing up the pot. How are you fighting against the woke today, Brendan? Every time I'm doing a sit-up, and then every time I'm doing a sit-up, I'm yelling a new slur with every sit-up. And so I'm defeating the woke. What did Elon do to Burnt Peanut? He made comedy legal again, so that Burnt Peanut could yell slurs while playing Arc Raiders. He made comedy legal again. There's going to be some... Oh, fuck. I was talking about this yesterday. This is going to be the Dracula level. Hell yeah. Get up there and fight some Draculas, Brendan. We're all waiting. Ma'am?
Turn around and leave, Shell. This ain't no...
We don't go to Ravenholm. Yeah, pick your peanut. I should transition into a... You're not winning your parlay, fuck off. I should transition into like a food personality streamer. I could be a big ear of corn. Never thought about it that way. Goodbye, ma'am. Thank you for the warding charm. This will help me with the ghosts and ghouls. Ah, my friend. Welcome to Ravenholm. Here, take your gun. I'll kill them for you. Ah, my friend. Ready to work. Really need me a Half-Life 2 mod that doesn't do anything except add a subway to Ravenholm. Father Grigori just stops there for a bit. I'd like a mozzarella, please. And maybe a big meatball, my friend. That's how you say Grigri. I always thought it was Gris. What are you, a fucking sim? Susul. Applicandoroy. Ips now sneeba. Bobble Herbie. Wagadoosh. What if the New York monorail that just led to Ravenholm one day? That'd be sick. I'd love to go to Ravenholm. I'd love to go to the fucking... Susul. Applicandoroy. Ips now sneeba. Bobble Herbie. Wagadush. Oh shit, the big pumpkin. The Gunpkin.
Well, you look at that. Remember,
Finally. That's what I was with. Now, does it push you back?
Hornbucker.
It doesn't push you back, damn. Okay, it does have fire bullet, though. But I need to get the alt fire for it now, so now I need schematic. Does it pass the test, though? The shotgun test?
I'm sure there's a nice...
I think the shotguns in this are fine. I think my largest, like, problem with them in general is that since they're 2D, kind of 2D, 3D, and they wiggle around like that, stylistically, they're really good, but, like, gunfeel in this is so-so. And I don't think that's entirely the game's fault that gunfeel in this is so-so. I think if you're going for this kind of aesthetic, it's a bit hard to do good gunfeel. Enemies are pretty responsive, combat's pretty snappy, the combat's pretty fast. I think that it's going to be hard no matter what you do in any way, shape, or form. I think it's going to be difficult to do what they're doing with the style and the gun feel. I think it's going to be hard to make the gun feel really, really good. They feel placid. I think that's more of a problem with the aesthetic. And maybe that would be fixed if the guns were 3D models. And maybe they are 3D models, which also impressive in and of its own way, but if everybody eats cheese, where are the cows? I don't know, is your mom home? Sorry. Demon came out for a second. I put him back in the box. Don't worry about it. What are you, world building right now? What are you, what are their supply lines like? And how do you get out to the farm? And are the cows milkable and sentient, or just milkable? Shadow Destruction Beam. Be obliterated. The cows are also mice. They're drinking rat milk from the rat milk store. I said earlier in the Discord, I think it's odd that there isn't a human milking industry. Haven't been to Japan, have you? Yeah, we have those, see?
Great. A bunch of zealots, loaded with guns, rags...
It's not booming. I don't think it's going to be booming. I'd try breast milk, just to say I did. Did you not already? Did you already not? Were you I think I was bottle fed? Ah, this explains a lot to me. You didn't get the vitamins and minerals you needed. I didn't either, so. Up to the scary mansion at the top of the hill. You'll find a door there. Your blood they will spill. Hello, caretaker.
Sir, the name's...
Don't care. No visitors.
But see, I'm a PI and...
Gumshoe stained...
PI?
No.
That reminds me, there's a hospital near where I live that has a lot of history. One of it is where the doctors would taste the piss of their patients to test for diabetes.
More stuff.
If it's sweet, they got diabetes. Apparently, I would love some fortune telling. How do I kill that guy?
I'll pass on the crystal balls.
Just shoot him! Understood. I gotta find this guy's ex-wives. Investigate the scary house. Music a little bit Beetlejuice core. I fuck with it though. They got dogs, so they gotta have cows. He really is a private dick. He killed that dog. Sorry, I gotta talk to this guy's ex.
Where's that no-good?
Oh, they're all ghouls.
Excuse for a husband. I'll show him irreconcilable differences. I'll show him what.
Time to... Okay, so I have to talk to this guy's ex-dead wives, get their wedding rings, and then unleash the plague upon him. Whoa, wife guy be upon ye. How relevant to our earlier discussion. We're gonna hit this guy with the nasty Ned. Bloat him up. Take him back down to small size. Cut him to shreds. The Dark Cabal of my ex is casting spells in their messenger group chat that curse my dating life. Everybody I'm interested in turns to lizards.
Oh, the moss.
Like the idea of a guy who dates witches, but only thinks that his witch ex-girlfriends are cursing and hexing him when realistically they're not, and all of his splits are amicable. All of his witch exes broke up with him. But he thinks they're cursing him. Placing a lot of self-importance on yourself there, big guy. How does Mandy exist in that existence? I don't know, dog. What, in the witch world? Mandy just lives in the South. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I've had, like, family think they are witches before, and that's about the furthest I've gotten. And well, everywhere's kind of the cheese caves. Oh, maybe they get cheese out of the ground. Maybe they're mining for the cheese. Maybe this is a post-Wisconsin society. We don't know. Where's the map? Where's Matt Pat at? I think he's really going to be interested in this one. Somebody asked earlier what happened to Bendy in the Brink Machine. And thinking about it, damn, what did happen to Bendy? I think they released a new game like a couple of years back, but then nobody cared because they took too long. But I do know they did an April Fool's joke with Bendy where they did a bunch of mascot horror characters in the Bendy style. I also do feel bad for this game because there's going to be like a couple of people who are going to hit it with the, man, this is just like Bendy. Be like, I played Bendy. This ain't like Bendy. Bendy also is really, really bad about doing the, I want to say the rubber hose style. It's fucking terrible at it. I think Bendy is awful at doing the rubber hose animation style stuff. What is this art style called? Rubber hose a little bit. I think it's mostly called rubber hose. Fucked up Steamboat Willie. Bendy has cool, well, that is the problem with, I think, a lot of mascot horror is we have cool ideas. What else do you have? We have cool ideas. Do you have anything else? We have cool ideas. But do you have anything? What we have, yeah, is cool ideas. And kind of nothing else. I mean, this is my problem with mascot horror in general whenever I bring it up, is that I don't think that any mascot horror has been able to evoke any, like, vibes from me of what is a good game.
There goes cheese from
except maybe FNAF 3. Because I think FNAF 3, in terms of, like, the gameplay loops out of all the FNAF games, is the best one. And I think that's because you only have one guy to deal with. And I really hate that a lot of mascot horror is throw as many guys at them as possible. I think FNAF was also too heavy an influence on mascot horror at large, if that makes sense. Well, yeah, because a lot of mascot horror devolves into the trope. Everybody say it with me. 3, 2, 1. What is your mascot horror game doing? What's your main through line? They're turning the kids into creatures. What are they doing? They're putting the kids in the creatures. Oh, what are they? What's your mascot horror idea? They're turning the kids, yeah, into creatures. Really? That's crazy. What do you mean they're turning the kids into creatures? Even Poppy Playtime. Ban is at least weird with it, where they're Javanium clones. I mean, it's not good, but it's different-ish. But I mean, Poppy Slop Bop, FNAF, they're turning the kids into creatures.
I'm not him.
She thinks I'm her husband. I gotta kill her. Re-kill her? Right, bullets don't work, so I gotta use my flashlight. That's good, I like that. Alan Wake. Alan Wake. Get Alan Waked. Come here, I'm Alan Waking you. Get Alan Waked. Oh, you can't get hurt right now? Oh, okay. Get burned! Burn the ghoul! Burn the ghoul! No ghoul blast! Get burned! Get burned! You're not allowed to ghoul blast. I refuse your ghoul blast. Sing all you want, I break your orb. And then I ghoul you. Back to the grave. Are you fine now? She chilled out. She's fine. Realized I wasn't her husband. What's up? Do you want to fuck up your husband? I'll help you out.
Wait, you really ain't...
I don't know, it feels easy to not have to make the kids into creatures. I mean, really. You can put anything in the animatronics. It don't gotta be kids in the creatures. You can make the animatronics fucked up robots. You can put demons in the creatures. One of the mascot horror ideas I had was do it really easy. I like one singular mascot in my mascot horror, and you do a Chucky. Guy gets put into the creature, but he has to kill to put more flesh into the creature. So I don't know. Put a fucking doctor in the creature. And make the doctor stealing flesh from townspeople to build himself back together. And it's always such a crazy reveal that it's like, ooh, they put the kids in the creatures. And like I said, this is my mascot horror issue, which is they just put the kids in the creatures over and over again. And whenever they try to do it differently, like, and I don't know, there's My Friendly Neighborhood, and that one's fine. I think if you were judging My Friendly Neighborhood as a game, I think it okay. But if you're judging it as a mascot horror game, it's a lot better than what is offered. Because, like, My Friendly Neighborhood is neat. My only issue with it was always I really wish that they did more in regards to any of the... I feel like they didn't do enough puppet stuff. And maybe that's just me. And I think it really needed more songs. It's like My Friendly Neighborhood, one of those games where I really wish it got a big budget. And I really wish a Nintendo YouTuber wasn't voicing the main puppet. Plus, I'll always be mad at My Friendly Neighborhood for sending in a bunch of auditions for a bunch of the creature noises and then not getting picked up at all. I'll always be mad. I'm always going to be a little bit jaded. Sending in a bunch of auditions for a bunch of different characters, and then hearing nothing back. Ridiculous. I sent in so many cool creature noises. Didn't even get an email like denial. Got nothing back. Just made me go, damn. All right. I didn't expect, like, to get, like, the gig or anything based on my merit, but, like, I can't believe I didn't even get, like, a bit part. Not even off the weight of me being Brendan or anything. Just, I was like, I thought those were pretty good. Can you give us a sample example?
Nothing on. Look.
Alrighty-o. Come on in.
I can do that all day.
Use that to help.
Didn't want any of that. I was sending in goopy-ass monster noises. I'm like, damn, monster noises is like one of the things I'm really good at. I guess if I was Brentendo, they would have hired me. I guess I should have been Brentendo. I guess if I wanted to be hired, I should have said something about The Legend of Zelda. Damn it. I should be wearing a Mario hat. I should put a copy of Pokemon Crystal in my ass. That'll do it. What I should have been doing is putting video games in my ass. What am I doing playing them? What am I doing being goofy and silly on the internet? Why am I a clown? I should put more things in my ass. That'll fix me. I should have just been Brentendo. If I was Brentendo, I'd have $1 million. I'd have no soul, no heart, and I'd have so many video games up my ass. It's not about not getting the gig. I fucking hate it when I audition for something and I don't hear a no. I respect the hell out of a production if I apply for a voice and I hear a no. This is why I don't apply for auditions anymore. Because hearing a no is great. You're like, you could have done better. You weren't good enough. It's fine. Hearing nothing back means those motherfuckers didn't even look at it. They didn't even give you the fucking time of day. Absolutely fuck you. I'm like, bitch, I'm better than hearing nothing. I gotta value myself at least. I'm not a hot commodity. I'm not the hot sweeping smooth. I know I'm not fucking, oh yeah, this voice actor guy, he's like the fucking best. I'm not fucking great at what I do. I try my best. But god damn it, I deserve to hear back a no. Ain't nothing I hate more than hearing nothing. Please stop sending us lists of game cartridges that are currently stuffed in your ass like a retro Redbox concept. No, I'm gonna keep sending them. You know what? Next time I audition for a VA thing, next VA gig I audition for, I'm gonna just send them a list of games I put in my ass. That'll get me hired. That'll get me hired. Some people prefer a non-response. I disagree, though. Those people are fucking cowards. Absolutely fucking not. You treat me like a fucking man. You treat me like a person. Fuck that. Rejection is better than nothing. Because with nothing, you're always going to be wondering. If you fucking believe for a second that hearing nothing back is worse than a no, absolutely not. You're a coward and you need to grow up. If you think, oh, I'd rather hear nothing at all than a no. No, you want to know. You know what drives you? You know what builds you back? You know what builds you up? You know what gets you big size? Hearing a no, because that means you could have done better. You could have known better people. You could have done you could have done anything. Hearing a no is so important. It's a resolution. It's an end. Gee, can you make me a sandwich? No. And an automated no is better than nothing. Hearing absolutely nothing back. No isn't the worst thing she can say, dumbass. Yeah, but it's like the most normal response. I'm not talking about dating advice either. Plus, also, I hate that in like a... I feel like the no isn't the worst thing she can say is such a... Also, I think that's a cop-out and a coward bit. Like, I am sorry, but you need to be hurt. No isn't the worst thing that somebody can say, but you need to be hurt. You need to experience hurt and pain. Sometimes you have to accept that you are going to be forged to the fire. Like, I do not believe in the no isn't the worst thing she can say stance, because I feel like that's a coward's way out too. The worst thing she can do is open her mouth inhumanely wide and her eyes can turn black and she goes, whoa! Well, no, the no isn't the worst thing she can say thing is like it's like a cop-out also related to like, oh, well, like they could blow up the friend group, or oh, like, you know, what if she's absolutely fucking awful and yes is the worst thing she can say, or oh, what if she tries to like frame you like an evil woman and tries to blow you up like an evil woman from evil? And it's like, I don't know, be strong enough to handle it. That's good. That's such a rare occurrence. You're talking about something that you've dipped your toe in the crazy pit, but you didn't know that it was all crazy. That's not your fault. You ask somebody out and they want to blow up your entire fucking life.
Of course.
Doesn't seem like you're the bad guy in this instance. I mean, in some situations it can feel intimidating or even dangerous to say no. It's not a black and white thing. Human interaction is varied and different. You're gonna have people react negatively to a no. If somebody like asks you out and you say no, you don't know how they're gonna react. But it's better to say no than to like try to
me though. I had more
string them along, or realistically, not even string them along. What I mean to say is, you got to do what you got to do to survive, but also, dudes and people in general should be way more amicable to rejection. And placation can be more dangerous than no. Yeah. My thing is there are a million different things that can happen. You cannot, I don't know how we got on this topic, really. I guess because I was talking about casting shit. You can't anticipate every reaction. And unfortunately, there is no solve in the game. Bad thing can happen, good thing can happen. You can be surprised in good and bad ways from people. That's people. People ain't a game to be solved. Well, even the vibes can be wrong, and you won't know. You have to kind of jump headfirst into social situations. And the more you worry about them, the longer you'll spend ensconced within loneliness. But yeah, I'd rather hear no than nothing back. That's I guess the point of my rip. I'd rather hear no than nothing. No is always better than nothing. No is infinitely always better than nothing.
Fish, oil rigs, and stale Gouda.
What if something bad happens?
Be begging for a gas mask.
You can only react to that in that moment. That's it. Oh, the sour stuff. Shrews. Alfalfa ass shit. If I saw Alfalfa from the Little Rascals, I'd pull his fucking hair out. I'd make him bald. Bald Alfalfa. Women have been killed for saying no or stringing someone along is all I'm saying. Women have been killed for less. That's all I'm saying. Absolutely, yeah. You can't account for that. What I'm saying is kill women. No, I'm not. What I'm saying is you have to decide what to do in that situation specifically. Big fish. There's no answer. I am the most misogynistic streamer who's ever existed. This is so true. At least my misogyny is trans-inclusive misogyny. So, but yeah, that's also the problem is like, especially if you go through worst case scenario, or if you worry about worst case scenario all the time, it just builds up anxiety until you end up in a hole. You have to be active in your life. And unfortunately, that means reacting to negative situations. There ain't no answer for it. I wish people weren't the way they were sometimes. Can't handle that. But by avoiding all interactions, you miss out on the good and the bad. And that's what avoidance does. And like, there are a lot of situations in my life where instead of choosing avoidance, I wish I had chosen like a straight, narrow path. My boyfriend bet his house key somehow. It'll happen. People are the fucking worst, but sometimes they aren't. Actually, I'm so wrong about this. 1 second. I'm trying to be more relatable. People are going to eat you. When you go out in the street, people are going to eat you. They're going to eat you. They think that they think you're a raspberry tart. They think you're a Pop-Tart. They think you're a little cake. They think you're a pie. People are going to eat you. If you walk into the restaurant and order your own food without using the app, they're going to get you. They're going to eat you, and they're going to eat you, and they're going to eat you, and they're so hungry. You're gonna die. They're going to eat you. If you go outside and try to interact with strangers, the strangers, they're going to rip you apart. They're gonna pull you apart. They're gonna rip you apart. They're gonna eat you. They're gonna eat you. They're gonna eat you. They're gonna swallow you whole. Sorry for anybody who had like a PTSD moment back to their parents. I'm your mom now. Kind of make you feel bad about yourself. You've looked like you need to eat something. You're so skinny. You look like you've put on some weight. Have you been eating? I drank a cup of coffee and now I'm cracked. It's all Cuphead. How you liking the game? I think it's really cool. I think some of the narrative is a bit long in the tooth, but I'm so used to like detective stories that outside of the cheese puns, I mean, I'm into it. Narrative-wise, I think it's like a strong 6 or 7. Gameplay, I think, is, I want to say like an 8. Like an 8 and left no cheese crumbs. On account of the fact that I'm the rat. I like the style a lot. I like the presentation. I think the only evil thing I can say about this game is I think because of the visual, I think that the gunplay suffers a little bit, but only insofar as much as how it doesn't feel weighty. It feels a little floaty. And I don't think that you can fix that in the style. What if you could buy your way off of the fridge with gift subs, like buying indulgences from the church? You know what? That's crazy. That would be insane. Give me a second. Yeah, get on the fridge. Yeah, now you're on the fridge. How does it feel? You'll have to pay me for me to get rid of the 6-7. I'm going to post that to the Lancer subreddit, by the way. I want them all to know. Oh, nice giant robots. Can you do a brain rot robot? Sending commissions your way, Sid, but it's all going to be annoying. Oh, it's pretty cool, but can you draw the amazing digital Pomni bot? Be awesome. Yeah, me and my friends are getting together. We're doing a Lancer campaign. And so one of us got the Jax bot, one of us got the Kingo bot, one of us got the Zubal bot, and I've got the Pomni bot. So if you could... I don't get the bit, but I'm here for it. Oh, Sid is a prolific mecha drawer. Amazing. This streamer creates personal hells for their chat. For my chat. Welcome to Purgatory. I feel like we are... You know what? I think I can claim this. The Brendaniel stream is Twitch Purgatory. Find the DashCon ball pit. Dude, I'm so upset about the Northernlion cruise getting canceled. Just finding out about it and then immediately hearing that it got canceled. I'm so fucking sad about it getting canceled. That could have been the funniest event ever. And I totally understand, like, the backing off from it. It was a real thing. It was a real streamer cruise. I think they got worried about the optics of it. Which, like, I kind of get. But also, I don't know, caving into dweebs who wouldn't have gone on the cruise anyway. What was the discourse even about? That it was like a $2,000 cruise, or that it was like they're worried that they're going to get ripped apart? Canceled because he was posting, what if there were 6 months of sheltering in place because of disease?
I got him locked up near the shipyard.
Every cruise is going to have sick people. No. That's like something that you have to understand. I'm assuming it was more of a price thing, probably. And also like a price thing and a border thing. Price thing, personal safety thing, border thing. Anyway, so I'm announcing the Brendaniel barge. That's right. $5, we're all going to get on a big barge and we're all going to go out to the ocean and we're not coming back. We're taking over a couple of, I don't know, we're taking over an oil rig. Do I hear Invisible by... No one hears a thing. He's going to eat us? Yeah. See, my thing is chat would never want to be trapped on a cruise with me because you wouldn't survive. Chat always be like, I could beat up this streamer, I could destroy this streamer, and I'm like, you forget. You back me into a corner and I'm going feral. We're going to the Bermuda Triangle to see if it makes me normal. I'm going to be talking about stock portfolios. You get sick of me long before I get sick of you? Absolutely not. By the 5th, that's crazy. You're going to fucking want to kill me, and you're not going to be able to do it. Sorry, I'm a big believer in I handled hardcore, like, video games retail and hardcore, like, electronics retail on top of being on the internet for the last 12 years. No, about 15. I think I got a good chance of standing. I didn't hear no bell. He's gonna be our large chief? Yes. I'm gonna finish that fight. Sometimes I forget you work the GameStop Best Buy combo. GameStop Best Buy combo in the middle of Dog Piss, Iowa. Okay, but what are you gonna do about the poison? You're talking to the guy who, when he was like a 5-year-old, he used to eat gum off the ground near the gas station. The poison's not gonna hit me. What are you gonna do about the poison, Brendan? I don't know. You're talking to the guy who injects himself with poison on the daily just cuz? Not middle, more like West Corner. I'm talking about like my city being maybe the worst Midwestern city. Like, if I had to do the worst Midwestern cities, it'd probably be mine. Definitely wouldn't be surprised to hear, like, oh yeah, they're gonna build a data center in your town. Oh boy, brown water my way. Towards the brown water, Brendan. Towards the brown water. I can hear it in my mind. Now I'm feeling challenged and I must figure out how to defeat Brendan. My plan, big piano, won't work. Big shirt that protects me from big piano. So stupid. I think I'd fall for that shit. When I'm wearing the big shirt, okay, decoy, big woman made of dynamite doesn't work. I'm married. I wouldn't fall for it. Even if I saw a big woman made of dynamite, I'd go, wow, she's the bomb. Too bad I like my wife. Paint a convincing looking cartoon tunnel on a wall for him to run into. He'd fall for that, I think. Joke's on you, dumbass. I would go through the hole. And then he'd be sitting there going, what? And then I fucking pop out of the hole and say, meep, meep. And then you try to run through the hole, flattening yourself in the process. You'd think I try to fuck the big dynamite woman when you forget I have a hand. I would simply think about big dynamite woman. This chatter made one fatal error. He forgot. This streamer can jack off. Okay, but what if I give you a nice cup of tea before I do that? I put the secret ingredient in that makes a skull and crossbones steam cloud rise out of it. I already mentioned this. Immune to poison. I used to eat gum off the ground. And not even ground gum that was near the gas station. I was eating gasoline chew before you were alive. I'm fine, I think. I'd simply have a forged resume for Best Buy. You're rehired. And I would walk in and I'd pull my pants down and I'd show my bare asshole. Fired. Immediately. Have a big anvil on a string above the dynamite woman. That ought to get him. I would simply say I have no stamina for blacksmithery. And I'd leave. I'd simply tell Shelby that Brenda was bullying me and my wife would laugh at you. She'd smile. I'd unsub and hurt you at mad as your wallet. I'm already poor. You're just making me poorer. Now I'm more relatable. Grow up. I make more money that way. Reverse, reverse. 1 hop this time. 2 hops this time. Slide to the left. Bring it back now, y'all. I don't know why anybody isn't saying bees pie. It's right there. Not a single one of you knows enough about me to just hit me with the bees pie. It's right fucking there. Talking about how I defeat me. Bees pie. Pie made of bees. Bees pie. I can defeat me better than you can. By me, I mean a 6-year-old orphan boy. Oh, to tell Shelby I'm bullying a child. She would not react. She'd go, yeah, no diff. Be built different. But you'd hear the buzzing? I don't know. Bees full of pie. Pie's full of bees. Could be either way. Brendan is like the game. The only way to win is to not know about him. You just lost the game. Put the Haze Guy body pillow underneath a big cardboard box. I would simply turn my hand upwards and say, no thanks. I don't know why anybody's saying I'd use a gun with bullets and then I'd shoot you. Be like, damn it, my only weakness, a gun with bullets. I don't need to defeat Brendan. Time will do that for me. No, it won't.
This some new racket?
I'll be even more powerful than you can ever imagine.
Oh, business.
Yeah, but that's illegal. True.
Used to bounce around Shantytown.
Clowns?
Now? Feels like they don't.
I'm terrified of clowns, but fight or flight's gonna kick in, and fight is kicking in. Juggalos do it for me. You are underestimating the fact that fight or flight is gonna kick in, and I'm going to fight. I have only avoided clowns. Don't back me into a corner. They will die. Clown blood will fill the streets, and they will drown. Clown made of bees. Now we're thinking about it. Bees clown. You can't kill him in any way that matters. Exactly. You can only destroy me, and I'll come back stronger. Happens to me every time. My entire life is just a series of being forged. All you're doing is wetting the blade, owning the blade, wetting the sword. Bend me, breaking down is easy, and I will pick myself back up, and I will be stronger every time. I will not relent. I'm like a broken bone. I set just like the brone. You fold me, I'm just steel. What do you think is the weirdest meatball? Let's see. Bee meat meatballs, alligator meatball, toad meatball, wallaby testicle meatballs, eldritch horror meatballs, Lovecrafty and bigotry sauce. Weirdest meatball. Oh yeah, bug meatball. It'd be weird because you'd have to take all the bugs apart. Beyond the meatball, got the what if it was made of people meatball, Fall Guy meatball, Katamari meatball, meatball of Theseus. Ooh, you know what? Might have to go meatball of Theseus. Restaurant where they serve, go to IKEA for the Swedish meatballs, and if you leave any on your plate, they just put it in a big vat for the next meatball. That would be fucking awful. Where does the meatball end and where does it begin? The perpetual meatball. Like an everlasting gobstopper, but it's an everlasting meatball. What would be worse about, it's like the, you know, the never-ending pizza? Like the idea of having a pizza that's a never-ending pizza. At some point, if you leave the never-ending pizza out, it's going to accrue rot, which means, does the rot continue along the rest of the pizza? Or if you cut off pieces of the forever pizza, does it just refresh? Or does it always stay rotten? Like, does it have the state that the pizza is in? Or does it refresh? And, like, since you can't get rid of all of the pizza, will there always be a little bit of rot on the pizza? Like, yeah, if you add toppings to the pizza, does it accrue new toppings? And does it only refresh when eaten, or can you slice off the rot so that the pizza refreshes itself? True. I'm gonna say up to... I'm gonna say the perpetual pizza, it depends. Genie Wish or Monkey's Paw. I feel like Genie Wish, maybe the rot won't accrue. Monkey's Paw, oh yeah, the rot's gonna accrue. I feel like it's really rather a case of, does the rot accrue? And would it be like a hubris bit? If you put a person on the pizza, putting my favorite guy on top of the pizza, Jerry Dukakis, and then I put Jerry Dukakis on the pizza, and it makes infinite Jerry Dukakis. Wow. If we have a perpetual pizza situation, the most realistic way for it to be made is that there's a conveyor belt. True, but I'm thinking about like a pizza, when you take a bite of it, it refreshes the bite. No, I think I've locked this down. Monkey's Paw is the pizza, the rot stays on the pizza. Genie Wish, or Wish Upon a, you know what? Wish Upon a Star versus Monkey's Paw. Wish Upon a Star, the pizza, the rot, it doesn't rot. It's just pizza always. Monkey's Paw, the rot accrues. All right, I figured it out. Other Monkey Paw option is, if you're taking it slice by slice, does the next slice also create a perpetual pizza? Therefore, we're looking at a situation where there is, unfortunately, infinite and limitless pizza. Or if you eat the pizza, does it regenerate inside of you? What if I stuff the whole thing in my mouth? Pizza implosion. You gotta be careful, Jack. They've talking about pizza implosion. You can't eat the whole thing. You're splitting the pizza atom. We're talking about the pizza paradox. You're going to become the whale. You're going to become infinite whale. When will they invent a slowly digesting but extremely nutrient-dense gobstopper? Eat once a week to live. Just a big, dense pellet you could eat. This the type of shit that Joe Rogan will talk to a guy for 3 hours about? We figured it out. We solved it. Think about me. I pose a question. I'm going to find a way to solve it.
Sweet infinite feta. 100.
Infinite cheese? You gotta stop, man. He knows the game is self-aware. I don't like the idea of wanting a small pill and not having to eat. Food is literally yummy, bro. I think I'm infinite pill because it would solve some... It would save some time. Where it's like, I don't think I want the infinite food pill always, but if I could have like a 3-day food pill. 3-day fooding pill.
Jack, listen up.
Oh?
Yeah, see, back in the day, I used to run a small processed cheese side gig.
Oh, bog fondue, swamp sauce. Foot exploding dream. Oh, awesome. I've been having a stress dream lately where I have a gigantic boil on my foot and Leon Kennedy is pushing behind me. And the giant boil on my foot, every time I take a step, it squeezes out a cube of slightly opaque jelly. And then the boil explodes and I wake up. Not a good dream. That and the dream I had about the Bitey Boy. So it's like, dream about the foot or dream about the Bitey Boy. And I'd rather dream about the foot than dream about the Bitey Boy, because I don't want to dream about the Bitey Boy anymore. I'm sick of having Bitey Boy dreams. Cringe is dead, long live cringe. Bitey Boy? Okay, so like, have I talked about Bitey Boy here? Did I talk about Bitey Boy at all? You know, like in, what's the movie? It Follows. You know when It Follows? When the creature is following? I had a dream like that where there was a creature following me, but his name was Bitey Boy, and he looked like a black and white, like 1930s child wearing like suspenders. And in the dream, I couldn't let Bitey Boy get close because he would jump scare me and then eat my memories. But he had a blurry face and his mouth would open big.
Oh man, you really went hard.
And then he'd bite me, but he'd bite my memories directly.
I don't know, man. I'm just following orders.
Really? I'm sure you can do better than that.
Oh yeah, fucking own this guy. Fascist pig. Blow him up.
Plant a few bombs. Watch the canisters go boom.
Why is that exactly what I pictured? Right?
He said we...
Fucking Bitey Boy, dude!
The swamps. Rid him of those...
Why am I having Bitey Boy dreams? I hate that my dreams are way cooler than me. That's my... I hate that my dream ideas are way cooler than the ideas I come up with when I'm not dreaming. If I could, I would love to curse somebody with my mind for like a week. You dream when I dream. Have my dreams.
That's the same bird I saw.
I think you're actively under psychic attack. Probably... I don't know what I did, man. Somebody's got a cabal of witches fucking summoning hexes against me, and it won't work. Like, that's the thing. It's not gonna work. Like, try to attack me psychically. It's not gonna work. Manifest this. Manifest these nuts. Okay, Brendan, but you would have to have my mind for a week. Would you want that? It'll be fine. I think I win in this. How many buttholes? Okay. Yeah, I'm under assault by somebody's Etsy witch polycule, which, like, fair. Maybe it's something I said. Maybe I said a mean thing about Germa or Markiplier and they're after me. That's what I'm thinking. It had to be one of my, like, tongue-in-cheek, like, this guy fucking sucks bits. But would you believe me if I said I've been dreaming of the same creep? What, Bitey Boy? I'm not gonna believe that you're having Bitey Boy dreams, because you would have mentioned it. Nobody would have a Bitey Boy dream and not want to talk about it to everybody. I wouldn't believe a single person who told me they had the same Bitey Boy dreams. You're trying to John Edwards me. You don't think Bitey Boy is a Freddy Krueger? I don't think Bitey Boy is a Freddy Krueger. I think Bitey Boy is Bitey Boy, and he just persists and exists. We gotta stop before we give Bitey Boy Tulpa power. Mushroom. My stress dreams are still about the fantastical adventures of the Mormon robot forged in Mormon steel. Everybody has at least one or two weird-ass dreams they've never mentioned to anybody. I tell you all my dreams. Because I'm going to talk about them. It's like the one where Bernie Sanders was my fucking dad. You gotta be strong. You gotta be brave. You gotta be powerful. You gotta be strong. You gotta be brave. You gotta chin up. Bernie would be a cool dad. Yeah, but in my dream, he wore like a kimono, and we were sitting on like a pagoda, and then he jumps out of a window to attack somebody in a giant, like, I can't remember if it was a Mickey Mouse costume or... Was that a good dream? It was just Bernie Sanders sitting on like the wooden floor in a kimono. Whoa. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be brave, and you're gonna be strong. You gotta buck up and cheer up. You gotta hoist yourself up. You're gonna be big. You're gonna be massive. You're gonna be huge. And it was a comforting dream for sure, except for when he jumped out of the window with a katana and tried to kill somebody in a mascot costume. Like, up until that point, it was a pretty comfy dream. Mormon steel. You found where your dream comes from. Same in the syllable count as flint and steel. You found where your dream comes from. Mormon steel. Sorry, thinking about the fact that Mormons don't drink coffee, but like Mountain Dew is okay. Just thinking about Mormon businessmen. Oh, you want a cup of coffee after work, Jim? No, thanks. I'm cranking back a couple of Fagos. I'll be good. Whoop whoop and all that. I think if I could, I would definitely, you know what? If I could go back in time, I would make Joseph Smith a juggalo. I would show him ICP. We got to get that guy down with the clown. I could not survive in Utah. I'm so serious. It is crazy to think about that, like, if there was a holy war, it could be between juggalos and Mormons.
Spookier than a tomb, and half is invited.
That's to be fair, that is kind of the holy war I want to see. What on earth is dirty Mountain Dew? Dirty sodas is when you add cream to the soda. That's it. When you dirty up a soda, you're adding milk or creamer to it. Wouldn't the carbonation spoil the milk? You'd think, but people do drink Pilk. Pilk is pretty good. I have 4 cousins who were all raised Mormon at a family reunion a few years ago. They all told me they were no longer a part of the cult. One of them is even a Satanist. Pretty good to get out of the church. My thing is you gotta be I'm not anti-religious, but I do believe you gotta be a special kind of stupid to be Mormon if you experience, like, the world. Like, speedrunning Scientology is pretty funny. I know they have infinite money to, like, harass people, but you gotta imagine the amount of people that are fucking with Scientologists. I got a better one. I was a Jehovah's Witness. Fair. I don't blame anybody for being religious. Like, I want to say I'm an inclusive person when it comes to religion. Like, I do not mind if somebody is religious. I don't think you're stupid for being religious. But I do think you're stupid if you're Mormon. And I do think you're stupid if you're Scientologist. And I do think you're stupid if you're a Jehovah's Witness. So, like, you know, it ebbs and flows. Like, general religion, I mean, same kind of thing, but it's been around a lot longer, so it's established itself a bit better. And even if it's stupid, they found ways to make it sound less stupid. Plus, like, I don't know, if somebody's religious and they don't fucking shove it in my face, not a big deal. As long as it's not a core personality trait that you have to praise God and say, yum yum, rub-a-dub-dub, I ate this food, praise God, we're fine. If you're fucking annoying about it, I'm sorry. Out of my fucking face. You're gonna burn in hell. Good. It's warm there. What if I hit you with the praise and punch? I deflect with my... I don't give a fuck. I was trying to think of an awesome anime reference. I couldn't think of one. My domain expands. I don't fucking care, bud. Is Hugo Speed Mormon? No, we established that. His dad is a snake preacher, a sneecher. We have the Hugo Speed lore. Unfortunate that one of my favorite character voices is from a PST stream. He's a sneecher, a snake preacher. Brendan is secretly an R-atheism moderator. I'm not an atheist. Surprising. I'm not an atheist. I'm agnostic. There might be something after death. I don't know. That's what I love about being agnostic, is I don't know. And I find comfort in that, like, lack of knowledge. It might be that I die and there's nothing. Might be that I wake up and I'm a butterfly. Might be that I become somebody's big sandwich right before they eat it. I don't really know. I don't really care. I don't worry about the afterlife, which is a major part of religion, because whatever happens to me when I'm dead, whatever I'm doing while I'm alive doesn't matter. My thought process is try to be a good person. Give people a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. Try to be a good person. Do good things. Destroy your enemies. Blow them up. And, like, enjoy what you can in the hell pit that is life. And that's my personal creed, is enjoy what you can. Do what you can for others when they need it. Always try to help somebody out if you can. Put yourself first. Because you're worth it, babe. I don't know why humans have the capacity for thought. And I don't think it makes us special or anything. But, like, I don't worry about it. Don't you want a planet when you die? I wouldn't know what to do with it. Absolutely not. I don't want a planet. I don't want a universe. If I die and there is an afterlife, I just want to chill. That's it. Me on a big beanbag chair with a big boy bong. God hitting my bong with me. Pretty cool. Joining in the Brendaniel Heaven stream on my Heaven PC while I work on Heaven art commissions. Yeah, wouldn't it be great if you get to the afterlife and it's just the exact same as your normal life? Oh, sorry, man. I can't hang out with you guys at Heaven TGI Fridays. I have Heaven debt. But yeah, also, I don't know. I personally don't think I worry too much about death. I mean, I have a fear of death like any human. But I don't know. I feel like a big point of being a religious person or having a religion is to offer people that comfort. And, like, I already have that comfort, which is, at least it ends. Like, dread it, run from it. Everybody got to go through the same shit. Everybody die. Everybody poop, everybody die. And I don't know, something about that is, like, comforting to me. It's like, there is an end. So, like, you got to do what you got to do with what you got while you got it. Like, I'm gonna get fucking Indian food. I'm gonna get a tiki masala today. Shit that makes me smile. You gotta get what you got when you got it. You gotta do what you can. Who cares about death? There's sun in the sky and 7-Eleven hot dog in the now. You gotta take care of yourself. You got one. I don't believe that we are lucky enough to get more than one. But if we get more than one, cool. And that's kind of my entire outlook on life is we get one. But if there's more than one, awesome. And I'm definitely doing evil shit in the second one. But for now, I'm not going to do evil stuff. And I'm not going to be evil. I'm just going to exist and persist. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try to keep that in mind. And design is trying to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch the swing, while the pendulum swing. Watch the countdown to the end of the day as the clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Then look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on, but you didn't even know you wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fall apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. In the air, you don't hear my Gravity Falls. That one friend of yours in the Discord playing this game and showing you this game and then saying that shit, you're going, oh, brother. How come every time somebody sells their soul for immense talent, it's always the devil? Does God not do deals? God doesn't do deals. He doesn't have to. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't have to. He's too busy getting baked with me, dude. I'm alive and dead. I'm Schrodinger's Brendan. I'm here streaming, but I'm also at the exact same time dead. And I'm smoking a big bong with God. He's trying to make my life worse so I get to heaven faster. Because he really wants his smoking buddy. Thinking about that one post where a Buddhist monk says to a warlord, if I achieve nirvana, who will be your Tumblr mutual? Brendan, what's God like? Chill guy. Big orb. Not even a guy. Sits in a beanbag chair with me. Smokes weed out of the Shrek bong. Pretty cool. Nah, fuck you. God's an orb of light. Get owned.
It sings. Yeah, I can sing too.
In my universe, God's a big censor bar. Curious. What if God was a barcode? What if your God was a barcode? It already is, bruv. Don't you know people worship consumerism? You ever hear about capitalism? Fucked up, dude. This child running a lemonade stand just found out about taxes on account of the fact that the IRS took his entire stand. In my universe, God is a Metal Sonic. I've been doing some world building. I'm doing Pantheon Gods right now for a Pathfinder game I want to run at some point. And so I thought it'd be fun to have the God of Death host like a space for all the forgotten and dead gods. So it's like, yeah, they're the God of Death, but they also just have like a waiting room. So that way if there's an elder god or a fucked up god, if you go to their church, you can worship them there. They're just a free-for-all god. Only problem with my world building is I always engage in capitalism. That's the worst being an American, I think. Aside from all of the other stuff, you know. I think world building, it's really hard not to be like, damn. I kind of want to make adventurers suffer through the woes of capitalism. That'd be fun. I know writers who use subtext and they're all cowards. I think one of the silly... I was thinking about this, actually, like world building wise. I think one of the silliest things you can get into with world building and the dumbest thing you can do is try to create your own time structure and your own days of the week. Just use Monday through Sunday. And then figure it out later if you want to. I think if you make an in-universe calendar, you need to focus on holidays more than anything else. Oh, fuck, that kills me? Shit. Well, it's always Mondas, Tuesdas, Wednesdays, Thursdays. Time is fucked and you can't make it make sense. And if you're doing world building for writing or for tabletop, people are going to get really fucking confused. I think that's a Joker's trick that some people fall into with world building, though, where they're like, ooh, I need to make this overly complicated. And I'm like, no, 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 you do all that later. That's all butter on the toast. You got to fucking cook the bread first. But Elder Scrolls days, well, yeah, because it's needlessly complicated. Thanked here, it's free, das. Because whenever anybody world builds days, it's almost always like the days of the week, but then they just have different names. And at that point, like I said, like Elder Scrolls, just fucking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The trick is to not world build and just say shit. True. What do you do for your world building then, Brendan? I just do Monday through Sunday. I don't think about the lore implications of it. If I want to change it, I'll change it later. That shit that's not important. That shit that is... Finish the world, write the story, then worry about that if you want to. This is some of my... That shit don't matter. But Thursday is named after a Norse god, and it don't matter. Here's the Joker's trick. Shit like that, nobody will ever care, and if they do care, they're nerds. And you know my rule of thumb? Never listen to a fucking nerd. And the only reason a nerd would bring it up is to, like, oh, well, your fantasy world uses normal days? How blasé. Okay, nerd. Nah, but I mean nerd derogatory, not nerd, like, complimentary. I'm talking about people who are like, I know more than you. Pushes up glasses, nerds. I personally believe it's one of those super, it don't matter until it do. It's easy to know more than you, and I know about so many buttholes, and you know about 0 buttholes, so... It's easier to know more than you. I don't know, man. We're all in a constant state of learning. Obviously, you can know more than me. Absolutely. I'm not going to know everything. I just know everything. Storytelling for me mostly boils down to what world building you need to get the story out and make it make sense, then think about the rest after. Well, yeah, you just have to show the sides of the face that they're looking at. And then if you're doing it for tabletop at all, you just have to make it up and then remember to write it down. God, dear God, remember to write it down. All the fucking time. I still think about the fact that...
How was that?
Perilous Season 1, I fucked up one world building bit. And it made everything a little bit better, but I'm still fucking incredibly mad at fucking up my own shit and then having to stick to it. No, Perilous Season 2 is Silvervine. Perilous Season 1 is the gnomes and the halflings got swapped. I fucked it up. Gabblegoose was supposed to be a halfling, not a gnome. I just forgot. Now all of my gnomes are named Gabblegoose. The most recent fuck-up was, yeah, the Silvervine. I had a character named Jane Silvervine, and I wrote her name wrong when I was talking about it in the first episode of Season 2 of Perilous, where I said Silver Hand. Fumble. Massive fumble. Cannot fucking believe it. I did not mean to say Silver Hand. So fucking lame. People are forever going to think she is a cyberpunk character, which is why I have to murder her. God, please let them kill her. Having a writer's notebook is unfortunately very important. I was being stubborn for a while and trying to remember ideas and things in my head. That's why I'm on number 17. Where some of it's just noise. Some of it I need to remember. Blotcher won't stop beating my ass. Pull a better hand. I believe in you. Notes app is easy, but like, I fucking hate writing on my phone. I just put it in the tomes, yeah. A clue, a rat.
Maybe it is all connected.
It is all connected. It's always connected. It's hard-boiled, brother. Go Vengar mode. Madness given form. Yeah, I mean, part of that is me reiterating my Big Lady Punch story over and over again until I dropped it. Because I didn't like the character. So now I have to figure out how to rework that character, and now I'm writing about 2 goobers instead. Really excited for the Pathfinder game I'm going to be playing, though, because one of my players wants to play my my homebrew race. So I have to start writing stuff for that at some point for fun. What's your homebrew race? Bug people. But bugs that is people, not one bug. So like spiders, man. Kind of like spiders, man, yeah. Plus, them having like an in-lore reason for why they wear armor and clothes and stuff is because they're... Essentially, it's a wacky world a little bit, where The bugs are created from a magical experiment gone wrong, and unfortunately the swarms are really tasty, so they have to wear armor or like suits, otherwise birds eat them. And I love having dumb fucking logic ticks like that when I do world building. My thing is I love doing shit that's dumb and then working backwards to find a reason for why it is the way it is. They also have the in-universe built in every 10 or 15 years when the queen dies and the new queen is born. Their personality can change, so it's like, it's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yeah, like Dax shit, but bitchin', exactly. They retain all their memories, but the personality might change because they molt. And then I have my anthro-animal race, because if you write fantasy, you need an anthro-animal race. Only because I wanted to write, like, about a cool rat guy. How does it speak? It vibrates the entire swarm. So joke about the homebrew race, the Varnin, is that the entire swarm vibrates, and so if I write them into a story, they only speak in full caps. Because some of them cannot mediate their volume. Because imagine thousands of bugs all speaking at once. Yeah, I have a player playing that, and then I have Roaches playing one of the Wilders, which is the furry race. Not surprising. To be fair, the only reason I made animal people in my world building setting is because I thought of an idea of blacksmithing brothers, but one of them is a turtle and one of them is a dwarf. Now I need to find a reason for them to be brothers. Good. God blessing / curse. Adopted? Nah. I wanted a full reason for it. Could be adopted, but nah. I wanted there to be, like, horrifying cultural implications, so you're allowed to do a little bit of evil in world building. Is it a concordance of all their opinions or purely just the queens? Technically, it's just the queens. The swarm is just basically meat for the queen. Does Pathfinder already have multiple animal people races, including just actual animals that become smart? Yeah, but I'm doing a homebrew world, so some races allowed, some races not allowed. Which, like, I'm not saying no to anybody, but I don't think anybody is picking any of the wacky races. So, yeah, the queen's the mind.
The boss here, fella.
The hive is the body. Do the swarm race need another swarm to make more people, or can be reproduced within the swarm? They don't reproduce. There are only so many of them.
What do you mean?
They do not fuck. They cannot split into new guys. Nope. Well, because the queen dies and makes a new queen. They pupate into a new queen when the queen dies. Like, that's because the queen keeps the memories of the individual, so they can't split into new guys, because if a new queen is made, the old queen dies. So the max number of bugs they can have in the swarm is how many times they can make a new queen? Yeah, kinda. I mean, part of the reason I think the swarms are contained to a certain size because they're very delicious bugs. So they are hunted by some people, and birds eat them. Because you got to remember, they're really tasty bugs. You need reproduction, else they'll be wiped out in the century. Exactly. They're not natural occurring. I literally said they were created by a magical experiment. Technically, as long as they keep producing queens, they can live forever. So all of them have the memory of the experiment. So-so.
Stay with me. Help's on the way.
Big fuck mana explosion, so it's just tasty bug swarm. If they keep making queens every time the queen dies, they're technically immortal, yeah. No, well, they're all individuals, too. Like, they're not, like, together. They like to be separate, because there's friction. Whenever two of them are too close, there's weird friction. So they kind of spread out all over the world. Plus, yeah, like, I like the idea of a doomed race, or a doomed species. And can always have a couple of them getting really into science and trying to solve this problem. Especially since I think my main, like, character that is a bug person that I've written about is a doctor. Do you have a name for it? Yeah, the Varnin. Don't steal. Original idea. Do not steal. I'll kill you. I'll blow you up. Don't steal my cool bug guys. I'll murder you. I'm fighting in the fucking pit. They do refer to themselves as we because they are many. Yeah. Of course that's part of the bid. Why would that not be part of the bid? That'd be insane. It's gotta be part of the bid. It's not they, them. It's we. I guess referring to a Varnin is they. True. They, them using we. It's a little bit different. It's because the personalities are so different. Some Varnin do not use like we pronouns or they them. It really depends on the person or the Varnin you're talking to. I like the fact that they are culturally different from Swarm the Swarm. It sounds like a soft hive mind. No, I already explained this. You weren't here earlier. The race in my like homebrew setting. I hate talking about this stuff because it's so embarrassing to talk about my stuff without it being fully cooked. But essentially, the idea is big magical experiment creates living swarms of bugs. They do not reproduce. The queen is the mind. The swarm is the body. The swarm does not think. The queen pushes them into thinking. Every time the queen dies, a new queen is born. When the new queen is born, they retain all the memories, but not the personality of the former queen every about 10 to 15 years. And, like, I don't have all the answers. Like, I don't have everything cooked on that. I don't have everything cooked in my shit. That's part of what I've been, like, working on is cooking shit. That's part of the fun of world building in general for narratives is you start cooking shit, and the cool idea you had that was like, this is way better than Orc City, you think of a way cooler idea, and then you're like, fuck. Now I gotta restart all over again. Fuck. It's like how in my setting, goblins can't become vampires. Any other wacky races? I was thinking of lizard guys, but everybody does lizard guys. But if each body has its own quirks, then when a queen dies, they keep their quirks as the transition occurs, or are they reset? It really depends. I feel like it's more of a sliding scale. And I also feel like it's more likely that when a queen dies and is replaced with a new queen, they keep the personality a little bit and the memories. But I do feel like the temperament might change, or it just is it's just full RNG schlock. Where it's just like, oh yeah, it could be a complete and utter transformation. But they keep all the memories, so they keep some of those, like, those bonds. I don't know, because, like, I do like the fantasy staple races a lot, where it's just orc, dwarf, human, elf. And I'm a big fan of the staple fantasy species. Because I feel I have this personal creed where I think when you stray too far outside of like some of the conventions, you have so much to explain. It's like people who create fantasy races and for their fantasy world, and they have so much to explain. It's why a lot of like fantasy novels, it's usually just humans and maybe one other, or they just do Lord of the Rings shit. Well, even Tolkien's cooking is based off of years of like folklore and fairy tale. It's like how halflings are just hobbits, so I wouldn't use halflings because I feel like gnomes already occupy that space. Klingons are space orcs. They always have been. Vulcans and Romulans are space elves. Pathfinder gnomes are distinct from halflings, true.
Let's see if there's anything worth taking.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy. I got your fucking book. Just because you make a creature up doesn't mean it would make sense for a viewer to know everything about it, though. No, that's why, like, when people do, like, world building, they do, like, 1 million fantasy races, and they don't spend the time explaining them in, like, a narrative. And then you have to spend time explaining each and every, like, individual quirk of the race as you go through the story, or the species as you go through the story.
Now, where's Corny?
It's why it's really hard for me to get into narratives where it is, here is a new fantasy narrative, and we're not using anything that they used before. And then the other problem, which is, okay, so I have this new, like, this race in my fantasy setting. They're just elves, or they're just orcs, or a tiny bit of flavor is better than nothing, maybe. I mean, yeah, like, I'm not saying that don't create your own species for world building. I'm just saying that it's a difficult task to have all these cool ideas and then to create like a bunch of different races or species in your fantasy setting. And then you're going to have so much time that you have to spend to explain them all.
If the depths is the route, then
when you could be doing cool shit like exploding heads or exploding penises, like me, the penis exploder.
The hell?
You could be blowing up dongs.
Or a secret show.
With penis exploding magic. Be the closest to Tau and Warhammer. Ain't they just mind flayers and Githyanki? The thing with pre-established expectations, yeah, is it can free up a lot of time and a lot of space, and that's why a lot of people stick to those conventional tropes. It's like why hasn't anybody ever done this before? And then you realize the insurmountable task of trying to describe that to somebody in a comprehensible way, and you go, oh, I understand why people have never done this before. Or the writer's trick where it's like, nobody's ever written a story in second person before. Oh, shit. No, they have. Oh, God. Working in a framework means you don't have to build as much. Yeah, but still, build. Like, building is good. I love building. I love being inside of building right now. Incredible moment. Man realizes he's inside of a building.
And manager's secret show, of course. Huge fair.
But I think it's okay to use the established stuff.
The Wikes. Must have been there at least once.
You don't have to feel worse because you're using orcs and elves and dwarves and...
Anyway...
People love orcs and elves and dwarves. Yeah, the fun part for me is building elves and orcs and dwarves and then establishing the cultural norms.
No, not...
Look, there's no...
That's why I like Discworld a lot, because dwarves and Discworlds are just rat-eating rock freaks. No, I don't agree with the idea of having to be original all the time. Well, it's exhausting.
I don't wonder.
Yeah.
Jack.
And that's something that I feel like a lot of people fall into right away when they're doing, I feel like having a regular fantasy races, then introducing a way they majorly differ from the standard is a good way to do it. Like, yeah, we have elves, but instead of living in forests, they grow their houses, and they look like huge onions, and everybody hates them because they smell like onions. I mean, that's the part of the fun. And then you don't have to worry about, like, my guy is a guy made entirely of snakes. But also, what was I saying before I got ass-load? Before I got goog nuked. By myself. I feel, one of the first things that can get, like a prospective writer or creator of worlds, one of the easiest pits you can fall into very early is really trying very hard for, this is the first time anybody's done this. And I'm not saying that it's bad to be original, and I'm not saying that originality is dead, because I don't believe in that. But I also don't believe in you have to be original to be good. If original meant good, then there'd be a lot more movies on people's Letterboxd top 10. Sucker Punch would be fucking up there. But it's one of those things that you trick yourself into when you begin writing or you begin like working on something creatively, is it has to be original to be good, while misunderstanding that, like, no, you are thinking, you need to think outside of the box. What you should be thinking is, how do I blow up the box? How did the box go up the slide? There's an idea, I think, in media and media criticism that sucks, and it's the tropey mean bad. And I think part of that is due to internet critique a little bit, because raising the expectations of everybody just kind of makes for worse media sometimes in some content, in some contexts. And I think there is a thought. I think there is a thought that tropey mean bad. And like that, no, tell your hero's journey, tell your tale. Tropes are established. Everybody has done everything, but they haven't done everything. Well, it's like Simpsons did it. Predators mauling because they have to brush their teeth trope before going to bed trope. Predators mauling because not every movie is a Dune-like, but holy shit, every movie is a Dune-like now. Anybody else seen Predator Badlands and how it's basically a Guardians of the Galaxy Dune-like? And whenever I see a faraway shot with music playing in the background of like some kind of sci-fi vehicle, I think, damn, that's Dune. I think Predator Badlands opens with that. I watched Predator the 2018, it smelled like a Shane Black movie. I don't know what that means. But I'm happy for you, or I'm not unhappy for you. Badlands is fun. It's just a weird kind of movie for a Predator movie. I liked it when I saw it in theaters with James. It was fun. I don't think I liked some of the, like, narrative devices, but I fucking loved every little plant and animal the Predator saw, him using it in some way near the end. The short Predator, I think the short Predator was cute. You want to make out with a short Predator, don't you? No, Badlands is fun. They got, like, everything that he uses, everything that happens to him it just circles back in the end. Which is always a good bit. Or it's like, well, we're to the fucked up evil death planet. And then he starts making weapons out of shit. And you're like, wait a second here. Maybe I fuck with this guy on the evil fucked up death planet. Yeah, I was starting to blow this band together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam. We got a little bit of the I got the fucking with the real tank type music. No, dude, nobody told me it was a movie with a monkey. The monkey raises that movie a whole letter grade. Dude, Sonic the Hedgehog monkey. I said it multiple times after I watched it. I said Sonic the Hedgehog monkey. If you're gonna take for something, make sure it's really good something. This is, I think, something that is oft forgot from human history. It's okay to steal. Just do it. No one will ever know. The cops are on their way to your location. No, they're not. Shut up. I don't even know what you're talking about. I would never steal. I'm a good boy. Lion King is basically Hamlet. We love it for that.
Oh, actually, have you seen Kimba the Lion?
I'm only human after all. Or like, if you're gonna do it anyway, you might as well make it a good one. My point is steal.
Well, most all.
Everybody always half-heartedly steals, and I'd be like, steal.
Once you go down, we'll be meeting.
Nobody steals the active reload from Gears of War, and it pisses me the fuck off.
Call me a cheesehead, but that elevator wasn't here before.
Wisconsinite, huh? You know how pissed off I am that more games don't take the fucking active reload from Gears of War? Just steal it. Do drugs, be gay, do crime. No one will ever know. I'll run about. I'll steal it. Unhand her, Dan backslide. Unhand her, Dan backslide. Unhand her, Dan backslide. Gonna be real, I hate thinking about my reload. It adds rhythm to the combat pacing. It adds rhythm. It makes it funky. You're thinking about the reload bar where it's like, oh no, I have to hit it in the white spot every time to be able to get massive damage. And I'm thinking about that shit make funky noises and to make the combat funky.
Find her before she finds me.
And I fuck with it heavily on account of the fact that, goddamn, do it make it fucking funky. Deadlock has an item that adds the active reload from Gears, which I like. I try to build it if I can. And make combat funky, and that's my favorite part about the active reload, is I fucking love it. Not the frickin' pancakes again. Shelby accidentally bought me 3 big bags of pancakes. I'm out of them now. She accidentally bought me 3 big bags of microwavable pancakes. I'm out of them now. But for a little bit there, yeah, I was the Pancake Boy. Oh, Pancake Boy, yes. It me, I'm the Pancake Boy. Original character Dick Pancake, do not steal. Dick Pancake, interesting. What about Cock Waffle? Gulk Syrup? Brenda, why'd you have to flashbang me like that? You come to the guy, man. Fuck off. Deaders. You come to the guy who is like the flashbang man? A guy so white that if you saw me in the sunlit room, it would literally blind you? Do a DNA test and get your results, 102% white with a 2% margin of error. Hey, you know, I do lay claim to... When my mom did the DNA test, we found out we're 98% Neanderthal, so... No, sorry, we're in the 98th percentile. I'm not 98% Neanderthal. My family is in the 98th percentile for Neanderthal DNA, according to 23andMe. So, like, something my ancestors frown upon me, can you say the same? Sounds like something a Neanderthal would say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about the guy who's like, this is what a Neanderthal would sound like.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
I'm a little Neanderthalic, I get it.
No, that's like a whole new level.
I'm a Neanderthalic, I get it. Do geckos anger you? They do. Have you played Fallout New Vegas? Why don't they anger you? You're in this chat. Of course you played Fallout New Vegas. They got geckos in there and they're fucking angry. What if Gex then, Brendan? I'm gonna squish his fucking head between my thighs. And Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and Holy Grail's Black Knight and Bendy Mussolini and the Blue Meeting, Cowboy Curtis and John the Genie, Robocop, Terminator, Cap Kirk, Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single Power Ranger, VLS Preston, Theodore Logan, Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan. Brendan would be somebody's jester. I was a jester when I was in choir in high school. Madrigal. We had a big Madrigal festival, and I was the jester. That's why kill jester. Kill jester. I'd make a decent enough jester, but I'm not making it in the fucking wasteland. We get Burn Barrel Society. I'm not making it long enough to be somebody's jester. I am dead in 3 weeks at best. If the fire don't cleanse me, well, I'm just a little guy, will get me. They're blowing me up. You aren't a blue tiefling. You can't. That's the nerdiest fucking thing I've ever heard you say, dog. I'm so sorry. That is. I'm gonna have to give you some dork shit for that one. I doubt that I've said stuff nerdier. I'm trying to decide. Because if I said something, it'd be mean to 2 chatters, not just 1. And I'm trying to decide if I want to be mean to 2 chatters instead of 1. And I feel like I kind of don't want to be mean. Do it. Stop deviling. Hit me? Okay, for a second, Storm, I read the message first, and I thought Cora sent it on instinct. Cora's a good chatter. Everybody's a good chatter here. If you weren't good chatters, you'd be banned. That's right, I'm talking to you, person who is watching the stream but not reacting to the chat at all. What are you doing? Watching on your phone, resident sleeper? Wake up! Ah! Ah! I woke him up. Now your mom's gonna be really mad at you. Shouldn't have been watching with speakers on. Stop disturbing my alt-tab status. See, it works! I'm a below average chatter at best. Too busy drawing cool creature. I get it. Looking at creature picture and thinking, I could draw that creature. I could eat that creature. Googling cool creature and saying, I could eat that. Looking at Wikipedia article about bees and going, damn. But how do we eat them? Mouse PI, I love this game. How can you love it? It came out yesterday. Fucking tourist.
Yeah, okay, LARPer. Yeah, I bet you love this game. What do you like things? Die.
My dog figured out how to eat bees. Terrible day for dogs. They learned about bees edible. She's eaten 3's bees. That's the maximum number of bees. You don't eat any more bees than that. You stop at 3. 4 bees? No thanks. 3 bees, just right. 6 ham dinner? All right. Once I got stung by a bee that flew into my shirt, it stung me just before it flew out of my arm sleeve. Chose to die over freedom. Think about the one brush with death I had with bees after I found out I was allergic. I was walking home from school. This was in high school. And a bee flew up my nose and I fucking spat it out. And it just flew away. It just got lost. It fucking flew up my nose. I spat it out and I didn't get stung and I didn't fucking die. But once again, a narrow brush with death. Survive the pit! Damn, today, you're the baby. Welcome to the pit. You're the baby. And you're the baby. And you're the baby! And you're the baby.
I came here to kick ass and chew Pit Baby, and you're all looking like Pit Baby.
You're a fetus, and you're a fetus. You're a fetus, and you're a fetus. They fed me spinach diet. Now I rip them apart. I'm so fucking bulky now. Get ready for my strong punch. Life is like a pit, baby, in that I'm taking it out of its cube and I'm gonna eat it. This part of the game is certified. You're shitting yourself. Go to the bathroom. No, I'm in a pit, Mom. No, I can't leave the pit. No. I can smell it on you. No, no. A part of my soul needs that to be staged. I don't want that to be real. Is it time for... I don't know if I need to own zone my brother with this story, but it's related to the you're shitting yourself. And I don't know if I want to put my brother on the spot because he's going to be a dad soon in the next, like, year. And I don't know if I... Devil on my shoulder be like, tell the embarrassing brother story. I don't know if I want to do that to him. I have brought it up, so I'm probably going to do it to him. And it is the job of an older brother to torture your younger siblings, so... Back when we were kids, at one point my brother was borrowing the PS2, which was mine, and I was playing on the computer, so it didn't matter. My brother, for a while, had a bedwetting problem, and because he had a bedwetting problem, he had those pull-ups. Now, he would have been, I think I would have been 13, so he would have been 9 or 10. And one time, instead of going to the bathroom, he just kept the pull-up on and pooped in it so he didn't have to get up from his game. On a pausable game. I think it was like Black or some shooter on the PS2. Have you ever used a bottle to pee in it so you didn't have to go all the way to the bathroom? Never. Never. I have only ever pissed in a bottle when it is 100% necessary. When my options are piss in a bottle or piss your pants, I will piss in the bottle. Okay, now you have to tell an embarrassing story about yourself. I've told them all. I don't have any left. I've told them all. Okay, how about the story of having to piss in a bottle? It's not a story. Every once in a while at my old apartment, we had one bathroom. Sometimes the bathroom would be full and I really had to piss. So I would piss in a bottle. And then I'd wait until the person was out of the bathroom. And then I'd dump the bottle in the toilet. And then I'd throw the bottle away. Not really a story. I'm not going to piss in the sink. That's where the dishes are sometimes. I don't believe in sink pissing. I don't believe in sink pissing. I don't believe in sink pissing. Sink pissing? I don't believe in it. Ever piss in the shower? Yeah. Who fucking hasn't? Yeah, now, have you ever pooped in the shower? And then waffle stomped it down the drain? Yeah, it's a free piss. I have a vendetta against you now? Why? For being a shower pisser? I'm in the shower. I'm gonna piss in the shower. It goes to the same place. Why'd you bring up waffle stomping? Waffle stomping a turd down the drain? What, you never taken a shower poop? Oh, man. Shower beer, shower shit. That's the real stuff. You don't pee in the bath, that's fucked up. But, like, I'm in the shower. The water's going down the drain. We need to piss before the shower? You're wasting water? Why the fuck would I waste more water? Bring my water bill even higher to fucking flush the toilet? When it goes to the same fucking place. I pay a water bill? I take quick showers? I cannot understand the idea of not pissing in the shower. It's a free piss. It's right there. I will not hug you at the Brendaniel meet and greet. I wash my hands. How often are you cleaning the tub in the shower? Often enough for it to not matter? And I piss directly into the drain. I don't... Now, here's my problem with this, is you are not thinking about my level of accuracy. You may be using your level of accuracy for it. My accuracy is perfect. I piss right into the drain. Therefore, I have no problem because it makes it 100% into the drain. All the water is brown. How about shitting in the shower? We were talking about it. You weren't paying attention. Call out post. What about you never come in the shower? That's gross. That's more gloopy. Piss isn't gloopy. Piss shouldn't be gloopy. Cum is gloopy. You don't jerk off in the shower. Cum is gloopy. Not even shower sex?
A lot of curious stuff on the way.
I mean, that's more rare, I'd feel. And also, shower sex kind of sucks. Especially if you have hard water. Oh. Think about all the salt. Walking to the shower is dangerous and uncomfortable. Yeah, I know. I tried to grab the lube, but instead I grabbed the Old Spice body gel. And now, oh god. I made a big mess.
Gonna help me, Bobby. Bobby, wake me up. Take these broken wings and let me fly away. Fly away, fly away so free.
Oh, my 1 o'clock alarm go off. What happens at 1? Oh, it's my 1 o'clock alarm to tell me when it's 1 o'clock. You don't have one of those? Sometimes I have alarms set up to tell me what time it is during the day. That way I just remember. That's like my super backup wake the fuck up alarm. For my, oh my fucking god. How much did you sleep in? When did you go to bed? 7 a.m.? You fucking idiot. You fucking rube. Wake up at 1 o'clock now, dumbass.
Hot dogs and hamburgers too. Bob Burger, we have barbecue.
I'm crying. I literally just set my own 1 o'clock alarm. See? Sometimes you gotta know what 1 o'clock is. And sometimes you do it as like a backup. I'm gonna fucking wake up and it's gonna be the worst. Where there's smoke, they pinch back. YouTube poop. I really wish it let me have the gun. I think it'd be really cathartic to blow up a clown. Yeah, the cure to neurodivergence. Let me kill a clown with hammers. I'll be so fucking normal after. You let me murder a clown, I'll be filling out those TPA reports in a fucking minute, boss. Get back to mowing my lawn and drinking Siesta Fiera out of the big glass. No more rhyming, I mean it. Suck on my balls and suck on my peanuts. Fuck you! This guy, he's cursed with verse. He's the worst. Take off my pants because I'm gonna cream it. You can't rip bozo yourself. Brenda, you can never be fixed. I mean, there ain't no fixing about it. The only thing you fix is an animal, or are you fixing some dinner? Where's my burger at? All right, Eminem, how was the spaghetti? The spaghetti was hot, and it was delicious. The meatballs were tart, and shit, they were vicious. I think they were evil, maybe malicious. Should have been yummy. Should have been delicious. You said delicious twice in that rhyme. Don't worry about it, man. I'm Limerick Posting. Guy who really doesn't want this guy to Limerick Post, married to the man from Nantucket, be like. Well, white guy rapping always ends up being really bardcore instead of hardcore. They found me here in the midst of the tavern. Can't think of any words that rhyme with tavern. Fuck. You can make orange rhyme with banana. Banana. Cavern. Fuck. Down here in the midst of the tavern. Feel like a worm at the center of a cavern. Got so many segments, so fresh and hot. Brain so smooth, I don't have a thought. Don't quit your day job. Don't have one of those, I'm a streamer, so. You just don't like my flow because it's chunky and wet, and you like a smooth flow. And I do a chunky and wet flow. It's a little bit different, you see. You just don't get it. You don't understand.
I'm never gonna financially recover.
Poop in your pants and shit in your hand. I'm gonna get a rapping dictionary and y'all are gonna be fucking cursed. I'm going on Amazon right now to find a rhyming dictionary and I'm gonna fucking start cursing my chat. I'm gonna learn a new skill and I'm gonna get really good at it. I'm gonna get really, really good at it to frustrate you. No other reason. Sheerly out of spite, which means it's way more likely to happen. I'm gonna get a fucking rhyming dictionary. I'm gonna hire a bard coach. Gonna need a dictionary. The rapping meta is just make up words. She's smooth with it, like hanging out in my way. Hot dog, hamburger, pizza pie. Food so good I could fucking cry.
Look at a mess.
They got websites for that? Yeah, but I like it physical in my hands.
Right. See?
You can read it 900 words per minute. How can you not rap? I just don't like it. Shooby-doo-wop and Scooby Snacks. I met a fly girl and I can't relax. My car's so fly that it literally does. Get away from me, cops. It's the fuzz. I don't like rap very much, so I don't listen to it, so I don't absorb any of it, so it doesn't stay in my head. I like words. Words is fun. I like taking words and permuting them, changing them, alchemically mixing them. God, this chat, it really is white. I keep telling you as jokes I'm the whitest man alive, and you don't believe me. We thought you were saying whitest? Please don't make me any whiter. Please don't take an image of me and stretch it as far as you can. Please. Fuck it, Nantucket. There once was a guy from Nantucket, and he had a really big bucket. He fell on his ass, and with a little bit with a little of sass, he pulled his pants down, and he fucked it. You ate all the cheese, buddy. Blue cheese gets you drunk. Do they ever talk about anything? Do they ever say anything but talk about cheese? They only ever talk about cheese.
No, sir.
This is much like if you had Dr. Doolittle powers, it would fucking suck.
All right, let's try this another way.
If you talk to real rats, they're cheese, garbage, cheese, fucking. Talking to my cats, they go food. I'm gonna have my white moment of the day. Everybody's allowed one. Put some mayo on that sandwich. Say a slur. It's your white thing of the day. Conquer a territory that doesn't belong to you.
It was more like a...
Pave paradise to put up a parking lot. It's your white moment of the day. Yeah, talking to my cats is just, hey, food. Hey, food. Hey, food. Hey, food. Food. Play, food.
Get some rest, and,
I spent all my white moments on liking cheese. Damn, I shouldn't have diversified mine. Which animal would most likely be which animal would be most likely to say a slur?
Time to check the audience.
We all know it. We're all gonna say it. 3, 2, 1. Fucking got you. Fucking got you. I didn't say shit. I didn't say fucking anything. Because I don't propose animal racism. Fuck you. Got you. But really, actually, though, wasps. It would be wasps. We know that it would be wasps. It would be wasps. Don't even try. Don't even try. It would be wasps. They'd be racist as hell. They already do be racist. Wasps are cool as hell. They can be cool, but they're also evil. If wasps could, they would eat people. So, like... This mouse detective sure does kill a lot of people. Rats. bit of an ecological problem.
Yeah?
They got a lot of cheese, and I want a lot of cheese, so the cheese is going to be my cheese.
Now,